Everybody, in the past, many of the videos I've uploaded to the channel featuring failed capacitors featured computer power supplies and in some cases motherboards, but we have something totally different today. We have a TV tuner / capture device. This is an older AverMedia PCI Express tuner device that I got out of something years ago, and I think it spent some time in the TV box system before we went to the seat and cable card tuner years back. But this tuner card has some electrolytic capacitors on it, and of course they chose Capzon for the capacitor brand, and you can see we have 3 failing capacitors on this card. We have this little one up here which appears to be okay from a visual inspection. It's a 47 microfarad capacitor. These down here are 100 microfarad, and you can see all 3 of them are either bulging at the top or at the bottom. There's 2 that are bulging at the bottom, so I'm going to have to replace these. I'm not sure if this card is even compatible with 64-bit Windows like Windows 10 or Windows 11, but I'm still going to try to save it because, I mean, it's been sitting in my drawer of cards for quite some time. So we're going to replace the caps on this card. And I found in my motherboard capacitor harvest container, I found some very close caps. 2 of them are 100 microfarad, and 2 of them are actually 120 microfarad. I'm only replacing 3 caps, but I had these 4 here. So 120 microfarad, I mean, you consider it. I'm not sure what the tolerance is on these, but I'm pretty sure it's kind of loose considering electrolytic, so I don't think going to 120 microfarad on this would hurt anything, especially if they're used for power filtering. Power filtering, I don't think it'd be an issue at all, as in fact in computer power supplies, it's something I've occasionally done in the past, is I would step up a little bit on the capacitance, at least on caps that are on the secondary. So I'm going to go ahead and change these out real quick. Okay, so I got the card installed on the Plexi just for testing, and it appears to function perfectly fine. So I'll pull it back out in a moment, that way you can see the replacement caps installed. But you may be able to see here, it does appear to work. Now of course I don't have any video devices hooked up to it at the moment, but for example, if I go in here to configure this thing, you can select of course the tuner. You can see, and of course, the good old classic analog snow that you would see on an old TV. And of course in there you can set the channel and all that good stuff. Even has an option to capture FM radio apparently. That's pretty interesting. So this actually has a built-in radio function. Of course here you can set the channel if you're using, like I say, a VCR, and you're using the UHF, VHF input. You could set that. You could set it to a certain channel, like channel 3 or channel 4. Now this thing apparently does support capturing digital over the air. So haven't really messed with it a whole lot, but primarily what I would use it for is capturing from like a VCR through the composite connection. Now this tuner, for example, it has, or this capture device, it has a tuner, and of course it has apparently multiple S-video and composite connections. Now the thing is, on the back of the tuner card, or the, well, we call it the tuner card because it's kind of what it is. And of course it has the TV, ATSC, has an S-video connection there, as well as audio left and audio right. So apparently it does support the functionality of capturing audio, but it does not show up as a sound device in, for example, debut video capture. So I'm not really sure about that, but normally what I would do is I would use a RCA to 3.5mm stereo adapter cord and just plug into the line in right there and use the line in on the integrated audio. And I think that, so the thing is, there's this connector right here, and this connector would generally get hooked up to a front panel header, which would offer front connections, which it probably came with the card originally. I'm gonna say probably because I've actually purchased years ago a Hauppauge tuner that had the same style connector, and it didn't come with them. But HP computers, some HP computers from back around the mid 2000s, as well as some Acer systems back around the big media center era, they would sometimes include a capture card like this in the system as OEM, and it would have the front panel connections. And amongst all this junk over here, I might still have one that I harvested from a system. That computer down there does not have one, but sometimes they would have it right next to the audio connections. It will be on the left there. Don't think I have one, but let me just dig through here and see. Well, lo and behold, I was digging through my box of junk and happened to find one. So this was out of an HP Media Center PC, probably from 2005 or 2006. Of course, it has two USB 2 ports there, has a FireWire connection there, but it has the composite and two RCA audio inputs there, as well as an S-video input there, and it's just its own little separate piece. Now I could pull this out of here and I could probably install it into, I'd have to drill out some holes in a 5 1/4 inch cover, and I could actually install this into a system. And lo and behold, the connection here is exactly for that AverMedia tuner. So it was apparently a standardized design, because that Hauppauge tuner had a very similar, if not identical, connector. So that's interesting to find. So my plans are to toss this tuner card into the Porta-Cube system, which I have currently at home at the moment. I've been off for a whole week for spring break at my work, so I brought this thing home. Just want to give it video capture functionality. I may toss it in there and install the media connections in front of this thing. That way this computer here will have audio video capture capabilities. So anyways, let me go and pull that card out of the way, you can have a look at it. Okay, so I got the card pulled back out, and there's a look at the replacement capacitors. So no more bulging, leaking capacitors on this little capture card. So anyways, hope y'all enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Well everybody, that wraps up for this video, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like the video, leave a comment, subscribe to CubeComputer channel, and be sure to tick the bell, that way you get notified of new video posts. Also, I recommend following CubeComputer Company on Facebook. A link is in the video description. In addition to computer tech videos, I have a second channel, CubeCompMTDX. Links are available at the end of this video. Again, I hope you enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching and your support.